his son.
Well, and you think they would, because this president responds to the smallest of things on Twitter. He's very robust on Twitter and talks about anything and everything that he's feeling. So I'm sure he has deep feelings about his oldest son, and we'll be hearing from the president shortly.
I think we actually might.
Okay, Peter Baker, thank you so much. Still at the Morning Show, we go live to Moscow, where NBC's Keir Simmons has an exclusive interview with a Russian lawyer invited last year inside of Trump Tower with the promise that you get information from the Russian government. Plus, we go live to Capitol Hill and Casey Hunt. Plus, we go live to the White House with Peter Alexander. You're watching Morning Joe. We'll be right back.
What's happening on Sirius XM Sports. New York Yankees rookie Aaron Judge put on a show, winning the Home Run Derby Monday, and they're talking about the performance on Sirius XM MLB Network Radio. They're also previewing the All-Star Game all day long, including live coverage from Miami beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's on Sirius 209, XM 89, and the Sirius XM app. Sirius XM Sports, wherever you are, your team plays here. You're listening to MSNBC, Sirius XM 118, and streaming on the Sirius XM app.
Hi, I'm Greg Miner. As the founder of a small business, I know firsthand how difficult it can be to manage through cash flow problems. When I tried to borrow money, the banks wouldn't touch me, and I got a lot of fast talk from loan brokers. That's why we founded Merchant Capital Source 10 years ago, to help small business owners like you get the funding you need without getting the runaround. We'll fund your business from $5,000 to $200,000, and because we're a direct lender, there's no middleman to cause delays or cost you money. If you've been in business for 6 months and have sales of at least $15,000 per month, we can approve you within hours and put cash in your account within 3 days. The process is fast and easy, and the best part is that no tax returns, financial statements, or business plans are necessary. Experience the Merchant Capital Source difference and get cash for your business today.
Apply online at ncscash.com or call 800-724-8821. That's 800-724-8821. 800-724-8821. Loans made or arranged pursuant to a California Finance Lender's Law License.
When you're hiring for a growing business, you don't need lots of candidates. You need the right candidates. You need Indeed.com. With an algorithm that positions your job post where quality candidates are and screener questions to help you zero in on the best talent. Indeed.com, the site proven through an independent study to deliver 5 times more hires than any other. New users claim your $50 credit for a sponsored job at Indeed.com/XM. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
This is Joe. Joe thinks he's seen it all.
I've seen it all. Golden-crusted pork chop? Seen it. Cat with a dog tattoo? Seen it.
But when it comes to identity theft, Joe only monitors his credit and bank statements.
Credit fraud? Seen it.
So he can't see that he could still be blindsided by threats like an unauthorized address change or someone selling his personal info on the dark web.
Whoa, didn't see that coming.
But LifeLock sees a wide range of identity threats, and if there's a problem, a dedicated U.S.-based specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock's eyes are wide open to some threats you could miss otherwise.
Oh, now I see what you mean.
LifeLock membership starts at $9.99 per month. Now you can get 10% off. Go to LifeLock.com and use promo code COVER.
Did you just say 10% off of just $9.99?
I did.
Okay, now I've seen everything.
LifeLock. More detection, more protection.
Have a broken arm or leg? Can't get in the pool with your friends? What if there was a way to still have a great summer instead of sitting by the poolside? The solution is DryPro, a waterproof body protector for casts and bandages, PICC lines, prosthetics, and ostomies. Give us a call today at 888-3-DRYPRO. For less than $40, DryPro allows you to enjoy your summer as easy as 1, 2, 3. Save your summer with DryPro. Call today or order online.
Call 888-3-DRYPRO or drypronow.com.
The 11th Hour with Brian Williams. Tomorrow's headlines before they go to print.
I've just been handed some great reporting.
Tomorrow's questions before anyone's asked them.
Could you make an obstruction case?
Tomorrow's conversation tonight.
Who is there to speak truth to power?
Not a single person.
The 11th Hour with Brian Williams. Weeknights. See.
This morning, we're hearing for the first time from the Kremlin-connected lawyer who met with Donald Trump Jr. last year. Joining us live from Moscow, NBC News foreign correspondent Keir Simmons. Keir, you spoke with Natalia Veselnitskaya this morning. What did she have to say?
Yeah, that's right. We just wrapped up that interview, Mika, with Natalia Veselnitskaya, and she tells a fascinating story of getting a phone call from a man she didn't know and being told to come to Trump Tower for a meeting with the Trump campaign. She says they wanted information, particularly financial information about the Clinton campaign, information she says she didn't have. This is the woman, Natalia Veselnitskaya, at the center of a storm over a meeting with Donald Trump's son in June 2016.
You wake up one morning and find you're the focus of all the high-ranking upstream media.
On June 9th, 2 weeks after Donald Trump secured the nomination, his son, Donald Trump Jr., along with Jared Kushner and former campaign chair Paul Manafort, met with the Russian attorney.
In June, you met with Donald Trump Jr., with Jared Kushner, with Paul Manafort. What was the purpose of that meeting?
I never knew who else would be attending the meeting. All I knew that Mr. Donald Trump Jr. was willing to meet with me. I could recognize the young gentleman who was only present in the meeting for probably the first 7 to 10 minutes, and then he stood up and left the room. It was Mr. Jared Kushner, and he never came back, by the way. And the other individual who was at the same meeting was always looking at his phone. He was reading something. He never took any active part in the conversation. That was Mr. Manafort.
They had the impression, it appears, that they were going to be told some information that you had about the DNC. How did they get that impression?
It's quite possible that maybe they were looking for such information. They wanted it so badly.
And this morning, she denies claims she is connected to a Russian government effort to aid Donald Trump's presidency.
Have you ever worked for the Russian government? Do you have connections to the Russian government?
No.
What she was doing, she says, was lobbying against sanctions imposed by the US on Russian individuals, sanctions that she claims are unfair. This was a long interview, Mika. We are still picking through it. We'll have more through the day.
All right. NBC's Keir Simmons, thank you very much. We look forward to hearing more about that. Joining us now from Capitol Hill, NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Casey Hunt. Casey, you've been following how members of Congress are reacting to all of this. I would take it this would be a bridge too far. This would be the time they part with Trump, right?
You would think that there might be some resistance based on all of this. I haven't had a chance to talk to many of them, hopefully here in an hour or so. But the initial reaction has raised a lot of questions. You have Republican Senator Susan Collins of Maine already saying, look, I want to talk to Donald Trump Jr. In front of the Senate Intelligence Committee. But I do want to raise one important issue of context here, which is while all of this is going on and these allegations are unfolding, the White House behind the scenes is lobbying to water down a Russia sanctions bill. Remember, the Senate a week or two ago passed a bill basically saying to